In this video, we're going to be going over 3 different ways to factor on the SAT. The first way to factor is called the greatest common factor. So to be able to factor this one, we have to figure out what to take out. So with the first one, what I noticed is that I can take out a 3, so it'll be x minus 4. And to double check my work, I can go 3 times x is 3x, 3 times negative 4 is negative 12, and so from here x equals 4. From here I notice I can take out a 6 out of both of them. So it'd be 6 3x minus y. For the last one, I notice I can take out a 5 out of both of them. I can take out a x, and I can take out a y for both of them. So what I take out is 5xy, and what's left in the middle is x minus 2. And then from here, x would equal 2. The second way to factor is I factor using a t-chart. So how this works is that with the last term, it multiplies to 20 and it adds to positive 9. So what ends up happening is that 20 here, and that has to add to 9. So first, I find all the factors for 20. So that includes 1, 20, 2, 10, 4, 5. And from here, what actually works to add up to 9 is this 4 and the 5. So the format, it'll always look like this. It'll always be x parentheses, and then this goes here, and then this goes here. I know that they're both positive, so it's going to be plus 4, plus 5. And then from here, we have to set them equal to 0. So x plus 4 equals 0, x plus 5 equals 0. So x equals negative 4, then x equals negative 5. For the second one, I'm going to do the same thing. So I know it has to multiply to negative 84. It has to add to positive 5. So from here, I'm going to do my t-chart. So we got 84, we got 5. So step 1, we find all the factors for 84. We go 1 and 84, 2 and 42, 3 and 28, 4 and 21, 6 and 14, and then we're going to have 7 and 12. Next is that we have to figure out which one can add to positive 5. I know it's going to be the very last one. And then from here, I have to figure out which one is negative, because it multiplies to negative 84. I know it's going to be negative 7, because it makes it a positive 5. Then we're going to do the same thing. Parentheses, parentheses, x, x, and then I know this goes here, and I know this goes here, so it'll be minus 7 plus 12. And then x will equal 7, x will equal negative 12. The third way to factor is a difference of two squares. So if we look at the formula, we notice a pattern, right? The first one can be square rooted, and the second one can be square rooted. And if you square root x squared, you see the x. If you square root y squared, you see the y. And the key is it only works if there's a minus sign in between them. So it's always going to be plus for the first one and minus for the second one. So let's take a look at an example. So I look at the first example. So it'll be x squared. I can square root that. And I can also square root that 25. So what it looks like is parentheses, parentheses, x, x, plus 5, minus 5. And that's how you can get the square root of 25. So from here, the x will equal 5 and also negative 5. So the second one, I notice I can square root the x squared. I can square root the negative 64. So what it looks like is x x plus 8 minus 8. And it'll always be that exact same pattern of plus 8 and minus 8 because they'll cancel out the middle terms, so x will equal plus minus 8. So to recap everything, we learned that in the SAT you can factor in 3 ways. The first way is greatest common factor. The second way is factoring using T-chart. And the third way is a difference of 2 squares.